This example asks us to find a sub 1 of the arithmetic series described, and then gives us the features of that series. So we're looking for the first term of the series. When the sum of 19 terms, we see n is equal to 19. So the sum of the first 19 terms is 1786 when you have a common difference of 8. So we don't know our starting point, but from that starting point, when we add 8 to it 18 subsequent times and then add them all together, we get this sum. So we're going to use this sum formula, the second formula that we've learned about. The sum is equal to half of the number of terms times 2 times the first term plus our common difference times n minus 1. And you've seen this piece right here, this a sub 1 plus common difference times n minus 1 from our explicit formula. So let's go ahead and plug in what we know and see if we can't solve for a sub 1. So we have the sum is equal to 1786, and that is equal to n, which we know is 19, divided by 2, times 2 times a sub 1, which we don't know, plus our common difference, which is 8, times n minus 1. Again, n is 19 minus 1. And now it looks like the only thing that we have unknown here is a sub 1. So we can use our inverse operations to isolate this variable. So we're going to use order of operations, PEMDAS, in order to solve here. We're going to subtract first. So we'll see if we can just kind of do this methodically. Is equal to 19 divided by 2 times 2 times a sub 1 plus 8 times 18. And then we can multiply 8 times 18 to give us 144. So 1786 is equal to 19 divided by 2 times 2 times a sub 1 plus 144. Now, we're still trying to get at a sub 1, so the next thing we want to take care of is this 19 halves. Well, relative to a sub 1, we're multiplying by 19 halves. So if I divide both sides by 19 halves, that will help cancel out over here. Well, dividing by 19 halves is the same thing as multiplying both sides by 2 19ths, or the reciprocal. So we would multiply both sides by 2 19ths. And that gives me 1786 times 2 divided by 19. And that is 188. So over here, when we multiply 2 times 1786 and then divide that product by 19, we get 188 on the left. These are going to cancel, 19 divided by 19 and 2 divided by 2, leaving me with 2 times a sub 1 plus 144. Now we can subtract 144 from both sides. Subtract. And that is going to give me 44 on the left and 2 times a sub 1 on the right. And finally, the last thing we want to do here is divide by 2. And we get that a sub 1 is equal to 22. And we are done.